56 years ago today, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin took man's first historic steps on the moon. One Houston man made history helping it happen. Elliott High Eagle was one of NASA's first Native American engineers and part of the Apollo 11 team that made history. Fox 26's Leslie Delaspore has his story.
It's mankind's greatest achievement in history. It was landing men on the moon. And I always said that the impossible is for the unwilling. And we were willing. It was a day that everyone in the world stopped and watched and listened. And the landing on the moon, there was a 50-50 probability of success, whether we would land successfully or not. All of us were in our 20s. We were very young. My key role on Apollo 11 was to program their computers with the right weights and mass properties so that they could land and efficiently. Well, the only computers we had in the control center were huge IBM 360 mainframe computers. They were card readers and mag tapes. And we had no laptops. We had, but the computers were programmed a year in advance, and we had to know what kind of information to put on there, and we just had to pretty much figure out the kinds of information we needed. We had mission rules to follow in case something happened, and we would go to the books and try to, go through it and see, here's what our course of action is. So we were prepared. It took about 90 seconds to land on the moon. And they almost landed, and there were some big boulders in the way, and so they had to get away from those boulders and land, and they almost ran out of fuel. And of course, all our hearts stopped beating. It was a big relief when we got the call out that the Eagle has landed. But the moment they landed on the moon, I went back to my childhood vision of 5.5 years old, where I had a dream that I was going to land men on the moon. My message to young people and to all people is to never give up. In the face of any adversity or conflict, you can soar through it. We proved that we just didn't land men on the moon. We proved that we belong anywhere we can dream.
Reporting from the Johnson Space Center, Leslie Delaspore, Fox 26 News.